ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Breaking Ball podcast. We got the full crew here today, talking a little bit of NBA playoffs. We're going to do a nice little NFL draft recap. We got some winners and losers for you guys, some steals, some possible steals.
Steelers.
Oh, hoo. No. But possibly some predictions for the season.
Possible
Maybe some
bust.
early predictions.
Possible bust. Caleb
Whatever
Williams.
you think, Jones. Shut the fuck up. Banned. Execute him.
Whoa, Frank, that's kind of messed up, dude.
But all right, boys, let's go to the talk a little bit of NBA playoffs. What we've seen lately, and we had the Lake Show taking an exit out of the first round of the playoff. LeBron exit. Jake, are you ready to admit? Are you ready to come to terms with this team?
What come to what terms?
Yeah, it's just
Y'all are
GM over
horrible.
there. What are they supposed to do? He knows that. Jake knew that.
No, this guy thought they could win. I wish we could have the
Jake
clip
knew
back.
who the coach was.
What do you mean? This man Jake thought they could win this shit, Zach.
Wait, is this true, Jake?
Yes.
Let's let the man fucking talk, please.
Definitely true.
Thank
Jake.
you.
Let the
Thank
man
you.
speak.
Thank you, Ty. Yes, of course I thought my team was going to win. Of course, what kind of fan doesn't want their team to win? Come to terms with what exactly, Frank? That's what I'm asking, because we competed. We were in every single game. We were winning every single game we played by double-digit points. So the fact to come out here and just say we're horrible, to come out here and say we're horrible is blasphemous. LeBron James and Anthony Davis outplayed Jokic and Murray for the most part of this series. That's the reality of it. However,
I don't know how you can say that when Murray hit two of the biggest shots of the entire series.
That was
like, how does that add up when LeBron, let's get this straight, Jake. LeBron blows 20-point lead. Jamal Murray hits 2 game winners in a 7-game series to win 2 games. But somehow LeBron's performance is greater?
So nice job picking and choosing what I say, because I didn't say just LeBron. I said LeBron and Anthony Davis. Well,
I'm just saying. Did Jokic not perform?
As a combined duo, they played better throughout the series than Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray did. Yes, Jamal Murray hit a game-winning shot in Game 2. He also went 9 for fucking 20 with 20 points. He had 18 points before that shot. But it is what it is. The good thing that's going to come out of this is that Darvin Ham is not going to be the coach. So I don't have to watch the Denver Nuggets go on a 14-5 run with no timeouts, nothing to stop the momentum, anything like that. We need someone in there to motivate our guys. These guys stopped listening to him in February.
Well, yeah, you had D'Angelo Russell sitting over on the fucking completely checked out of the game. I don't know what was he fucking eating or something.
Yeah, I think we need to get Sean to talk about D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, ice in his veins.
Look, guys, look. I'm here for D'Angelo Russell. He's my GOAT. But he has a couple bad games and he's the worst player in the NBA. Tatum, game 1, got 1 for 9 from 3, the same as he did. But Tatum's all, fucking.
Tatum overrated. We didn't know that.
He is overrated in the playoffs.
Okay, but why are we comparing Jason Tatum to D'Angelo Russell?
He's just saying that
they're the same
maybe
class.
the hate was undeserved.
Yeah.
That is some fucking whack shit.
They're the same class. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus. That is ridiculous.
But no, I think it's because of the Lakers. Everybody, as soon as somebody gets on the Lakers, every little thing they do is horrible.
Yeah, they called them.
Somebody release some sort of gas in your room, Sean. You're off the fucking meds.
I think the Lakers do make bad decisions, but I can kind of resonate with Sean says. The Lakers fans always want a scapegoat. no matter who it is,
Facts.
player wise.
I will just say, D'Angelo Russell, unacceptable. But let's talk about Darvin Ham. That guy is not going to coach another NBA team because he not just is he a bad coach, he threw his players under the bus.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
something you
That
cannot
is
do.
crazy.
What a
This guy
stupid
will
quote.
never coach another team because of that.
Yes, he went on his little rant or whatever today. I don't even know who was talking to him and how he even got
Who handed that guy the
I don't even know
mic?
how he got room to fucking give this quote. But that quote that he gave about D'Angelo Russell was the single worst thing I have ever seen from a coach in any sport at any
He
level.
will never be a coach ever again in the NBA because of that.
Never.
Head coach.
I mean, I understand completely that D'Angelo
Why was he kind of spitting though?
Okay, but you can't do that
Here
stuff.
comes Frank.
You can't say that about the player you're coaching.
You would just let me
That's
talk.
why
though.
Frank
I was about
doesn't
to
coach.
explain that.
That's why Frank doesn't coach.
I was gonna say, yes, I understand he played bad games, but that's not something that you go to the public and say, "Oh yeah, when my starting point guard's shitting the bed, I don't know what else to do." One, that's unprofessional as hell. Two, it also makes him look bad. You're
Yeah,
saying
dude.
what? You're saying one player's shitting the bed and you don't know what to do?
Pick him off the floor.
Yeah, how hard is it? Don't give him 39 minutes in one game. How about that?
Who are we supposed to put in?
Yeah, that's true. None of
Who are
them.
we supposed to put in?
The rest of them
Spencer
suck.
Dinwiddie? Spencer Dinwiddie?
Hey, once
Gabe
again,
Vincent?
Or just go bigger.
I
Have
put in
have
Spencer
LeBron.
Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie, a ball player.
No,
how
he's
much help
not.
does Spencer Dinwiddie need?
No, he does not.
See, I will say, I saw flashes from Dinwiddie this year when he joined with us as a buyout. I saw flashes. He definitely has his moments, but for the most part, he's not that guy anymore. He doesn't need to be getting 25 minutes off the bench, especially when he's averaging two. I don't even think he scored double-digit points the whole series, like as a whole.
I don't think. It looks like last night he had 6. Let's see.
I think he had a couple points. He had a couple games with 0 points.
He had 1 in game 4.
He had 8 points in game 3.
Oh, my bad. So he barely scratched
yeah.
double digits for the whole series.
Can I
Regardless,
cut in real quick?
Yeah. What about game 1? What are you doing game
We're
1?
going to overtime.
0, but go
Yeah.
Chris.
Tyrese Maxey just hit a game-tying 3 from 3 feet inside the half-court line
That's fucking insane.
I need the Knicks.
with 5 seconds on the clock.
Okay,
He's a
Jalen
god,
Brunson
bro.
time. Jalen
Very-
Brunson time.
I would meet some Tyrese Maxey, but you know,
That's a ball player.
we'll
That
see
is
you
a ball
next year,
player.
Lakers. I mean,
Where do we go from here, huh?
we can't roll the. Are we
Get
gonna
rid of
roll the same
LeBron?
team out there? Yeah, possibly.
LeBron's gone?
No, you're keeping Braun for Bronny.
No, Bron's not gone. If you're gonna watch this series and tell me that LeBron James being on the court is the problem, that is the reason we lost, then you didn't watch the game.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I think LeBron is going to leave. Not that
Yeah.
y'all need to get LeBron gone.
LeBron, so
LeBron's going to leave.
Well, I
He
mean,
looked
Jake,
done.
let's be honest here. LeBron doesn't hurt you on the court. He hurts you in the GM's office. On the
LeBron
cap
leaves.
book.
Pocketbook.
Trade AD.
In the
Yep.
pocketbook.
So, yes, he does hurt in the front office in the pocketbook, just like Ty was saying, because he takes up so much money. I get that, but at this point, he's still LeBron James. I mean, he averaged 26, 7, and 8 at age 39. He's still playing great basketball. I think you have to do everything possible to keep him. I mean, you mortgaged your future to get Anthony Davis. You mortgaged your future getting Russell Westbrook, which blew up in our face. So we kind of just have to roll with the punches that we kind of dealt ourselves. And I saw from Woj today that LeBron James is expected to re-sign with the Lakers on a 2 or 3 year deal, not million.
oh,
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
it's
he
gonna be
ain't
like,
taking $3 million.
No, I think it's going to be like 3-year, 164 mil or something like that, which is just insane. But yeah, no, I think you have to try to bring back most of the team. I mean, obviously you're going to bring back Austin Reeves. You're going to bring back D'Lo has a player op, which he's probably going to
He declined it
he's probably
already.
going to opt out and probably going to be a free agent. Best of luck to him. I don't think he needs to be back in LA. Rui Hachimura is under contract for a couple years. Jackson Hayes is a free agent. That guy's I had high hopes for him this year to just come in and be a ball player, but he's not. He's a foul merchant and can't rebound. And yeah, other than Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and Rui Hachimura, I don't think the rest of the team is under contract. So kind of got to figure that out. Obviously, it starts with LeBron James, and we need to go back to the formula that won us the 2020 chip. We need to go back to that too big formula with defensive guards and defensive wings. And you got number 5 LeBron and number 18 for the Lakers. That's all.
Y'all need Dwight Howard back.
Seeing some DeMarcus Cousins clips from Taiwan, he's looking pretty good.
Talk to him, Mill.
I did see those, CD. He was shitting on those guys.
He's
playing in Taiwan.
pretty good.
Yeah, in Taiwan, where Dwight Howard's averaging like 30 points and 16 rebounds with 5
looking like he's got that pace back.
China.
He would have done that. He would have done that on the Lakers this year.
He would have.
Yeah, I do think DeMarcus Cousins or Dwight Howard definitely would have helped us out a lot. But
yeah,
I mean, at the same time, if we had them on the roster, we can't count on Darvin Ham to put them in the game.
100%.
I mean,
I agree on that.
I got a question for you. How many more times are we gonna run this bitch back?
Run what back, Frank?
The same team with the same players.
Frank, that's what we were just talking about.
Years ago.
For this team. I mean, you're sitting here saying we're gonna run it back next year. Like, how many more years after that? Like, if we're just gonna get knocked out in the same, this is exactly what you're like the Bulls now, honestly.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's too harsh of a take. You're just mid. You're not gonna ever win the title.
Were you in the playoffs at all, Frank?
You cannot sniff our
we suck. We suck.
The Bulls are
never gonna win
shit. Need to be in the same conversation.
We just keep putting the same mid-ass team out.
No matter what happens with the team,
keep putting the same mid-ass team.
No matter what happens with our team, if we have LeBron James. If we have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, we will always be in the conversation for title contenders.
No, you will not.
Get whoever they want, and they are not in the conversation for title contenders.
This is what I'm talking about. This is ridiculous. This guy's damn near 40 years old. We expect him to bring a title. How many more times are we going to run it back with him?
As long as he wants to play.
Okay, well.
Frank, you're acting like he's like Dirk at 40. He's not Dirk at 40.
Frank, LeBron is hooping.
Ty. We all, Ty, you know, hold on.
That's not the point. The point is he's not going to win a title.
You don't know that.
There. I do know that.
You don't know that. You say that because we haven't supported him with a good enough cast. If you put him on the Thunder, they might win the title.
He takes up too much of the money. That's part of the problem, too.
He does take up a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying to you. He takes up too much of the money, so you're never going to have a chance to build a team around him. It's over now.
It's like Dak Prescott on the Cowboys.
You're just running it back. It's like fucking a broken record now. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Frank's saying it would be better to invest in a younger player where you can get him through the draft and not have him on a supermax or a large deal.
You're sitting here talking like you're gonna be able to build a team around LeBron. You're not gonna build a team around LeBron. A, because you're never gonna have a high enough pick. B, because he takes up too much of the fucking money.
And then also the window is limited. I think he's an ageless wonder like Brady, but his time will come to an end soon. Could be 5 years. It could be 3 years. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna be
making it 5 years.
He's not winning another chip. Sorry,
he ain't making it 5 years.
2029, LeBron.
All I'm saying is if we had Frank Vogel as our head coach instead of Darvin Ham, who by the way, he also just got swept. Frank Vogel got swept. If we had Frank Vogel instead of Darvin Ham, we are in the next round of the playoffs.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, Jake.
I think we've heard enough. I
mean, let me back up Jake here because I kind not complete. No. Listen, let me talk.
Hey, yo, let me talk. Let me talk. Anyways, as I was saying,
I agree with Jake in a sense that because Darvin Ham, they were blowing leads. Another coach besides a fucking BT middle school coach is gonna fucking figure it out and change up the fucking rotations. That's just horrible. They lost to the same thing 3 times in a row.
And Vogel just got swept.
I'm not saying Frank Vogel. I'm saying a fucking adequate coach.
Yes, but you also
he said Frank Vogel.
So it's very easy to just look at losing 4-1 and say, "Oh yeah, y'all got absolutely blown out." But if you actually watch the games where we have double-digit leads and the Nuggets go on a little run, I have to sit here and watch the Lakers give up a 14-5 run before Darvin Ham does anything to stop it. He just lets it happen. He just stands there with his hands in his pockets.
There's a reason Frank Vogel got fired.
Frank Vogel's okay. From the Lakers?
Yes. There's a reason he got fired.
That man was dealt the worst hand possible. He was supposed to take a team with 3 max contracts.
We've talked about this enough.
And a team that was full of 40-year-old players who aren't even in the league anymore.
It's the same shit, Jake.
Did you see that? How did I do that?
You have a 40-year-old LeBron, but I don't know.
We move on.
Yeah, we've talked about
this.
A 40-year-old LeBron is different than having.
Oh my God, we've heard it like over and over again. Yeah, sure. He's not ever gonna win shit, Jake.
Move on.
All right, hey, Noah, you get to tell these boys about the Magic.
Oh yeah, when y'all just
shove it in their fucking face.
Didn't even let me speak on the last podcast.
Yeah, called Noah a silly little dumbass. Yep.
About my point about the Magic. Now they're sitting here right now in a game to possibly go up 3-2 when y'all said they were getting fucking swept. But anyways,
I don't remember saying they were getting swept.
I don't know about you, but I tried to say one word and I've got 3 people like little schoolgirls all yelling at the same time at me.
Swept, win the series. It doesn't fucking matter. They're not good.
And I said the same thing. I said
Magic are a good, fun, young team, Chris.
Yeah,
you're hating, bro.
No, said he sees them getting a game at home, which they did. They got 2 games.
Like watching the Clippers, dude.
Chicago young core, Frank. They have some of the Chicago young core.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, none of these guys are for Wendell Carter Jr. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
And
we traded him for Vucevic. Worst trade ever.
I did think that they were going to get swept, but I also did not expect Cleveland to just show up on the road and play like absolute dog shit. They haven't scored over 100 points in, I think it was like 5 straight games.
I did it again.
Magic are one of the best teams
home
defensive rating wise. What is
that was super interesting though, because if you look at the 4 games, the 2 in Cleveland, I think the unders hit on both those games, but when they took it to Orlando, it was just an offensive masterclass for the Magic.
Yeah, Magic are really good at home. They're gonna have to win one on the road in order to advance.
Yep.
So.
How are you getting that?
Yeah, how the hell are you doing that?
He's breaking the multiverse.
What?
You're a fucking idiot. Heat gave the Celtics a little bit of a scare, and now they've shit on them 2 straight times. So I think it's safe to say, boys, the Celtics are moving on there.
Oh yeah, easily.
It was never in doubt. Thunder already swept the Pelicans. Timberwolves.
Over there, dude.
Let's talk a little Timberwolves Suns. The Suns. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I think I saw they have one draft pick from 2025 to 2030.
Well, they
One
still
draft
have.
pick.
They're all pick swaps though with the Wizards, so they'll have all their first round picks because the Wizards are not going to swap their pick with the Suns. They sent 3 first round pick swaps to the Wizards over the next 5 years.
Ball nowhere
So
king over here.
they will have a first round pick 3 seasons in the next 5 years.
Well, that's what what's his name was saying on ESPN. He said they're having 1 pick.
They have control of 1 pick. I think.
Control over 1 pick.
Okay,
They have
control.
no second round picks because they traded every single one of them for
Yeah,
bunch of shit players.
they also said that.
Yeah.
But I mean, now what do you trade Kevin Durant? I don't know.
Just have to run it back. And
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
figure something out.
You know, it'd be hard pressed, but they're in a harder situation they're in a tougher situation than we are.
Oh yeah, way tougher.
Make moves on their roster. Yeah.
You want to talk about a tough situation? Well, let's pivot over to the Clippers.
Clippers, Mavs.
Y'all still in this series?
They're winning the series if Luka doesn't play. So
no, y'all are the best team in the league when Kawhi doesn't play. I don't know how to make sense.
Let me lay this down for y'all, right? We got 3 stars who are all 34 years old, no draft picks. Our guy we traded for one of the players who isn't that fucking good is literally about to win MVP, which we also gave up 4 first round picks with him, with the MVP. And Kawhi Leonard, we signed this guy to a freaking $80 million, I don't even know how much, a bunch of money. This guy has no knees. Literally, his knees do not exist. He can't even jump. He can't even fall off the rim after a dunk. It doesn't matter if we beat the Mavericks. Who gives a fuck? The Mavericks have Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and no one else on the team.
If y'all
we're going to lose to we're not beating the Nuggets.
Mavericks. If y'all get past the Mavericks, though, y'all have a shot at going to the Western Conference Finals.
To lose again, like we always do.
You don't know that. If y'all get dealt the T-Wolves, y'all could win that.
We are not good. You don't understand. We're not good. I'm telling you, we're not good.
That changed a lot in a week, man.
Yeah.
Last podcast, he was over here. Oh, we're gonna win this. Blah blah blah. No, we're not good. We suck. We never had a chance.
I opened my eyes. And I watched it, and I was like, "We're not good."
Yeah, if you don't have Kawhi Leonard, it's kind of rough.
Talk about blowing 20-point leads. Look at us.
Kawhi Leonard's the GOAT.
Y'all
are in a 2-2.
Y'all won the game.
Yeah. Y'all are in a 2-2 series.
Yeah, you'd make it think that
what are
y'all
you bitching about? Your eyes must not be very good.
We're not good. We are not good. I don't think you get it. We're not good.
We aren't either. So here we go.
Without
Luka Doncic, we ain't got no fucking hope.
What's the Mavs?
That's also true.
25 years old.
Luka has a sprained knee. He's either going to play with a
round,
sprained knee. He's either going to play with a sprained knee, or he's not going to play at all. So Kyrie Irving's going to be out there doing fucking his best effort, and then we're going to have PJ Washington sitting in the corner somewhere, giving his best effort, and then all the fucking backups: Jaden Hardy, Derek Lively, all the fucking bums. Maxi Kleber's going to be out there. Scoring 0 points, Maxi Kleber. Yeah, can't wait.
That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT.
Why couldn't we have just kept Jalen Brunson? Why couldn't we have just kept Jalen Brunson? It's okay. It's okay.
Pay him.
They should have.
We didn't have the opportunity to pay him, Jake. Didn't you hear? The Knicks paid him before we got a chance to. Fuck them.
Okay, so
It was an inside job. There's an investigation going on.
Wow. Bill brought the receipts out. This man did his deep diving.
So y'all would have signed Jalen Brunson and not had Kyrie?
TD's in direct contact with the district attorney's office.
There's an investigation going on. That's
Okay.
crazy, dude.
I take right now. I'm taking Jalen Brunson over Kyrie Irving.
Okay, but if
any day of the week, I think everybody on the podcast would.
I don't know. Kyrie Irving was going off on Sunday.
He was.
That's easy. That's also easy to say too, because he's the true point guard in New York. He wouldn't have that luxury in Dallas. He'd have to defer to Luka.
He already did that once, and he was saucy.
He was going crazy.
But he wasn't doing what he is now.
It was actually nice. They allowed Luka to be able to go sit down.
He would have played for an extra 10, 12 years, not playing 50 minutes a game.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is all I'm gonna say is to wrap this up. Clippers probably beat the Mavericks. Luka's hurt. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Kawhi needs to retire. This guy can't play basketball anymore. James Harden's 36 years old. Paul George is washed. It doesn't matter. We have no draft picks. We traded away 4 first-round picks and the MVP of the NBA for Kawhi Leonard with no knees and Paul George.
Oh,
We don't know if he's
Worst
the MVP
trade in
yet,
NBA
brother.
history.
We don't know if he's the MVP
Saying
yet.
Paul George
Chris.
is washed after just dropping 35 points to carry y'all to a victory.
I don't care.
he doesn't
Chris,
care, Jake.
are they gonna make it to the
I
new
don't
arena?
care.
Yeah, Jake, he just dropped 35 points, and then Game 7's going to come around. He's going to shoot 4 for 19 and score 14 points on 8 free throws.
Come on now, that's playoff P.
Exactly.
Chris, are they gonna make it to the new arena?
The big 3?
Yeah.
I mean, we got no other choice. We ain't got no draft picks.
Be the big 3 like we started the league.
They're gonna pay those 3 players $500 million, and we're gonna be dog shit.
Speaking of
Kawhi Leonard's gonna play 10 games a season.
Speaking of that new arena, I did see something the Clippers are doing with like kind of like their little student section area, that wall
That's
that's
just gas.
Yeah, it is kind of gas. They were selling
gas.
they were selling those tickets for $1,500, or it was like $1,800 for 30 games.
Shit.
Dude,
That's great.
I'm looking at the
30
Clippers.
Nick 76ers. Let's talk Nick 76ers a little bit.
Hold on, one second. Just
Okay.
1 second. I wanted to just one little thing about the Clippers. I was looking at their draft picks that they have.
No.
They don't have a first round pick until 2030.
Oh
They have
Lord.
two-
Oh
they have two-
Lord.
They have 2 second-round picks this year, and then they won't have a pick
This is
until
the- this is
2030.
this is the rerun of the Phoenix Suns.
I've said it 5 times, maybe more. I'll say it again. We're shit. We've always been shit, and we're always gonna be shit.
Oh, Fliss.
Oh.
Lob City Jones.
Why aren't you a 76ers fan?
Why aren't you a San Antonio
Joel
Spurs fan?
Embiid is overrated, not good, and a crybaby dirty player.
Well, I mean, you're a
Facts.
Steelers fan, so why? I mean,
Well,
kinda
Joel
makes
Embiid
sense.
is the most hated player.
It's
Is
still
my most hated
Pennsylvania,
player in the
yeah.
entire NBA.
Well,
Chris,
he's
you could
actually
just
a
always-
Texans fan, but
You could always just come to the light where
Wembanyama?
beautiful basketball is played. Where generational prospects are turned into legend.
Wembanyama!
Boys, let's talk a little
76ers?
76ers. It's going
Let's talk
coming
it.
down to the wire here.
Yeah, I need to pull up the score
Very
actually.
smack.
Well, it's looking like
Zach,
the
we
Sixers
lost.
are about to take this to 6
Oh
games.
God.
To send
Zach,
to
we're out of it.
Philadelphia.
The delay of the week is gone, guys.
Joel Embiid can't. Joel
yeah, the
Embiid
game's
basically a 7'1" Kawhi Leonard, if you think about it.
The slaying
Facts.
is over, actually.
No, what were you saying about Joel Embiid?
But me earlier?
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying this dude cannot perform in elimination games. He's literally one of the worst elimination game players I've ever seen. He literally got bailed out by Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey's
Anyway.
GOAT.
He is the
Dude.
GOAT, Tyrese Maxey.
I've
you
been
see-
saying
Did y'all see that 3-pointer he hit to send it to OT?
yes.
No.
He had
Got it
he had
from
like a
half court.
35. Yeah, it was like a 35-foot 3-pointer to send it
I
to
mean,
OT.
Joel Embiid does have a triple double, so
I just
9
want to say
turnovers.
9 turnovers, and what's his shooting percentage? 34%.
so he almost had a quadruple double. That's even better.
I just want to say I've been saying for months now that Tyrese Maxey's the best player on this team. So
I could
he
get
is.
behind that. I could get
I've
behind
been saying
that.
this for months.
I mean, they definitely do need Embiid for boards and defense, but I mean,
God,
Other
he's
than that,
disgusting. He
Tyrese
just pulled up
Maxey.
with so much confidence.
Tyrese Maxey's been balling, man.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
I think
And
Knicks still take it in Game 6.
Yeah, I was about to add that though. When Embiid was out during the regular season, Tyrese Maxey was doing all he could, and they still were dropping.
I think
games.
this is going to go to 7 games.
No.
No,
Yeah,
the Knicks.
I
The
think
Knicks
they
are,
win the
Knicks
next
got
one.
it
Knicks are
next
gonna
game.
clean them up. Yeah,
Well,
the
back
Knicks are
to
gonna.
They
Philly.
sold one on their home court, and they're going to go take one in Philadelphia, and they're going to win.
I don't know. That's going to be a tough game for them. But Bucks, Pacers, that's Bucks are dead.
Yeah, it's over.
They're
Yeah.
dead animal.
The Bucks are.
Damian
Yeah,
Lillard's
this is a
injured.
dead horse.
Everyone's getting calf injuries this season. It's like Tommy John in MLB.
No.
GG's. GG's. All right. Well, That was the
Everybody-
NBA playoffs, boys.
Everybody's getting those calf injuries at the end of the season because none of them play enough games to fucking strengthen their muscles and be prepared for playoff games.
No, they
Like
hate-
50 games a year,
Yeah.
we're fucking sitting here and
You know,
Noah,
this is
April.
the time.
50
Let's shit
games
on
that
the
they're
NBA.
jogging
Shit on
around.
the NBA.
Noah, hey, they play 50 games a year at 60%. Now they got to play a few games at 105%, and their bodies are falling apart.
Wow.
and play 40 minutes, and yeah.
Is it too much to ask to play games at 100%?
The whole season
Yes.
in the NBA, yeah, they just get paid hundreds of millions of dollars to not care about the sport they play.
I can't
So-
believe fans still show
But
up.
Chris,
to regular
Chris, they
season
have the
games,
in-season
honestly.
tournament, dude. They have the in-season tournament.
Yeah, you notice how people actually watch the in-season tournament because they were actually trying. But any other regular season game, nobody watched because they weren't trying and they did not care. They swung a little bit of money in their face, and look what happened.
Look at what these greedy fucks did, huh? They actually
Yeah.
played basketball.
No, they hand them contracts that they get paid regardless whether they try or not, and they don't try.
So what should we do? Lower the games?
It's the Quentin
Lower
Nelson
what they
glitch.
get paid.
Whoa.
Never.
Well, we
Hey,
can't do
Chris.
that, Chris. Come on now.
That's never gonna happen.
I know it's never going to happen, but I'm just saying, me personally, I used to love basketball. I used to love watching the NBA.
Uh-oh.
I can't watch that shit. It's not enjoyable.
Yeah, all we have is the
Don't
EuroLeague.
don't lower what they get paid, but they have to play a certain amount of minutes and a certain amount of games to get paid.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
like
what I
it's
mean. Yeah.
it's like contract bonuses in the NFL, where like
No, it's
you
no
don't
better.
you don't get paid the 10K if you don't have 6 sacks on the season.
Yeah, and don't fucking. I'm
There are
not trying to be.
stipulations,
And like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy tickets to this game and I'm gonna show up, and then
and
like
they're not even
They're
trying
not
to
even
play.
going to play.
He's not
Yeah,
even
we're
going to
gonna-
play. Not even let
they
alone
don't
try.
announce
Yeah.
it. They don't announce it until like an hour before the
We're
game.
watching Gordon Hayward drop 40.
The NBA is becoming
Or-
unwatchable,
yeah.
and it's sickening.
Me,
happened to the
Noah,
game?
Chris, and Noah watched Gordon Hayward drop 40 points in 3 quarters.
What happened to the game I used to love? That's all I'm going to say.
Adam Silver, hire us. We'll be your
What hap-
committee.
What happened to the game I used to love?
Oh,
Be your
spaz.
committee.
You should be getting booed too, Adam Silver.
Wow.
Shit.
No, that one has some passion behind it.
He's tried to do.
You
his
should be
part,
getting
but-
booed too. Adam
Sounds like
Silver.
Ty wants to
Guys
fucking
need
fight
to-
it.
Yeah, this guy.
If Roger Goodell's getting fucking booed, Adam Silver deserves to get booed too. That's all I'm
Well, let's talk about Roger Goodell, boys. Let's do a little NFL draft recap.
Yeah, this is what I'm here for.
Here we
Winners,
go.
losers. All right,
up,
boys.
Hey,
Brother
brother.
Jake,
dive
you say
in.
something.
Real quick, this doesn't have to do with anything that we're talking about right now, but the Dodgers game is being delayed because of a massive beehive.
What?
How did they allow that? How did they allow that?
Yeah, what's going on?
No
Who's
way,
losing their job?
dude.
How did they
Okay,
allow that?
Frank. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jake,
Frank.
or not Jake. Frank, you're a piece
Yeah,
of work,
you're
dude.
fucking
Yeah,
fat
thank
shit,
you.
Frank.
Yeah, damn.
Sorry, we're not on your fucking schedule, Frank.
Yeah, we're not
do you
we're
mean?
not going to bed at 9.
Me when the
Sorry.
I'm
NBA is
not.
on.
I don't go to bed at 9.
Me when the NFL draft is on.
All right, Jazz.
This
Oh,
guy,
I like
Chris.
it, Jazz.
This guy's having
Hey,
way
This is getting
no,
groovy.
no, I want you to sit here and explain to me how watching the NFL draft is more exciting than watching NBA playoff games.
That I could actually
agree.
get behind that.
I agree.
I
This
could actually
sport
get
is
behind
falling
that
apart.
statement.
That's
I
pretty
can,
fucked
I
up.
can
That's
too.
right.
Sport
All
is
right,
falling
boys.
apart.
Give me some winners and losers of the NFL draft.
Who wants to go first? Because I have some winners.
Atlanta
got first?
Falcons.
Ooh, Atlanta
Yeah,
Falcons
That's a
winner?
loser.
Loser.
That's a loser.
Hell.
Loser, I can tell.
I mean, that one time will tell with that one. But right now,
Yeah,
it's a loser. It's an
Frank,
L.
Frank,
It's an L.
Frank, their starting quarterback and their backup quarterback have five or four season-ending injuries under their belt, and one of them's a rookie. And they took him in the top 10.
Yeah, but I mean, he could be really good though, Chris. You don't know.
Yeah,
I
and then
don't
they're
know.
just gonna have to eat Kirk Cousins' dead cap.
It's basically a 2-year contract. So
Michael Penix will
100
be
million
27,
guaranteed.
26, 27
I mean,
by the time that's
my
over.
main problem
Be
was like, what if
26.
Kirk Cousins is still good and he plays out the entire contract and Penix sits on the bench for 4 years?
Yeah, now you just wasted a
Yeah.
top 10 pick on
When you
what
could have had an edge rusher, which your team needs because you literally don't have one, and 3 of them are sitting in front of your face.
Well, they got Braylon Trice, which is not a top first-round pass rusher, but he's still a pretty good pass rusher out of Washington.
Yeah, but you could have had Leatu, Latu. You could have had Dallas Turner, Chop Robinson.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Everyone has a different draft board. Everyone has a different draft.
Well, yeah,
Y'all
and that
wanna-
guy's about to get fired because
Y'all
of
want to
it.
get alphabetical with it? Because Atlanta
What?
Falcons were one of the first teams.
Frank,
What other winners y'all have or losers?
Steelers.
Winners, Steelers. I actually do have Steelers.
I do like what the Steelers.
I know
did.
Jazz had some reluctancy at first, but if
I
you
was
look at
angry.
what they did,
I was angry.
days 1 through days 2, they added almost, I think, everything they needed. They wanted O-line, and they got that. They got Troy Fats-New, tackle out of Washington. That was a great pick. They got Zach Frazier, interior at the center. That's also a great pick out of West Virginia. But a nice gym, once again, for their offense, and these 2 new quarterbacks in their room, I think was Roman Wilson. And with the amount of receivers in this draft that slipped, I think Roman Wilson was actually a dog. And, he had the handoff merchant throwing to him. So for him
He is a dog.
for him to get up that, and they had some sneaky picks on the back end too. They had Ryan Watts, the DB. Come on
Ryan
now.
Watts.
They're
Hey.
sneaky. Yes, out of Texas, Frank.
He's
And,
going to be playing safety.
He is going to be
Oh,
playing safety. He
He's
is.
going to be playing safety.
I just really enjoyed their draft. This organization, the synergy between the GM Khan and the head coach Tomlin, they said they nailed every pick and they got everyone they wanted on.
Can we
the
talk?
board.
We
I
didn't even
believe
talk
that.
about. Didn't even talk about the man, Peyton Wilson.
Peyton Wilson out of North
NC
Carolina State.
Flying around, 1 ACL, but he doesn't need it because he's a fucking dog.
He can't even tear his
So,
other one, guys. He can't even
That's
tear
my
it.
point, Chris. You just were taking shots at the Atlanta Falcons for their torn ACL. Now you're gassing up your torn ACL.
We didn't draft that guy with the 8th overall pick, and that'd be like us going with
That's
our
true.
top. That'd be like us getting a top 10 pick and drafting like Leatu Latu at 8 and just slotting him behind TJ Watt and having him ride the bench.
Okay.
The
You do
exact
have-
same thing.
I guess. So,
Want
yeah.
to move on to
It's
another one of
literally
our
the
teams?
exact same thing.
I think this team's also a clear winner in this draft. Even though they had a sneakier draft, they didn't have a first round pick. The Houston Texans, I would give them an A to an A minus. I think on day 1 and day 3, they came out pretty strong. I think day 3, they could have some sneaky pickups. They had a nice DT, Marcus Harris out of Auburn. And their
Day 1, we didn't have any picks.
their DB, or my bad, day 2. Third day 1, my bad. I said no first round. You know what I'm
Kamari
talking
Lassiter.
about.
He's
Kamari
gonna be a
Lassiter.
dog.
No, you can go ahead and take the floor for this guy.
No, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to be awesome. I think what we went with in our draft process, I saw a lot of people saying Nick Caserio doesn't really care about 40 times and combine testing and blah, blah, blah. He was like, I'm drafting football players.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm not drafting track stars.
And that's fire.
So, Lassiter, he was going to be a first-round pick, and then he ran like a 4.6 at the combine, and then he ran a 4.5 at his pro day. So I think that's going to be more of the focus from here on out in our drafts. You're not really going to see the flashy 4.3 guys go off the board for us. But yeah,
I be a dog too.
Yeah, he's going to be a great player.
I really like that. Blake Fisher will be a great tackle for us in the future. He was going to be
Nice
a
pickup.
first-round pick next year if he stayed at Notre Dame. I like what we did, but I think more of the focus was on our free agency. Like,
Yeah,
Draft-
massive.
draft was more depth, guys. Like,
As
I don't
Noah
think
said,
we-
our first round pick was really Stephon Diggs.
I don't really think most of those guys are going to start off rip. 'Cause we pretty much have a full roster.
All right, we can just go to this team because I know Frank really enjoys this one. The
Well,
Chicago
hold up.
Bears.
I got
go
one
ahead.
first. I got one
Go
first.
ahead.
And it's maybe not, the one everyone's really thinking of and nobody's really paying attention to. But I like what the Arizona Cardinals did.
I do
Drafted
too.
Marvin Harrison. They got Kyler, his number 1 receiver. Fucking damn good one. They also went defense. Darius Robinson in the end of the first
They had
round.
I
so
got
many
the dog.
picks.
Trey Benson, him with James
Florida
Conner is going to
State,
be real
yeah.
nice. That's going to be a solid running back duo for them now.
They just had
got-
so.
They also got
Picks,
Christian
man.
Jones out of
Dude,
Texas
Christian Jones
on
in
the
the fifth
back
round.
end. They had
Yeah,
so
he-
many
Nice
picks.
pick for them. Yeah,
These
I like
guys,
what they did.
they
They're
have to have
real-
at least 3 solid players out of this draft, at
11.
least.
11 players
Yeah.
drafted from the University of Texas. First, most since
Right direction.
1984. You gotta
Give it
love
Give
what
it up
Steve
for, give it up for
Sarkisian's
Sark,
doing.
man.
Yeah,
Give it
you
up
got
for
to.
Sark.
Good stuff for Sark.
What
I
was
just
it?
wanna-
Like, what was
I
it
want
like
to highlight. If we're are we still going there? Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead for shows.
I want to highlight a sleepy draft that I really personally enjoyed, and not much people are talking about it. The Green Bay Packers. Shout out to Brennan. Okay.
Oh.
That tackle in the first round, I don't know much about him. I don't hate it. I think they know what they're doing when it comes to
I
drafting
think
tackles.
he might move inside for them.
I think they know what they're doing when it comes to tackles, offensive tackles. So I'm going to let that one slide. But Ed Guerin Cooper in the second and Javon Bullard in the second, absolute smash hits. Ed Guerin Cooper is a ball player.
Yeah, their
Okay?
defense is going to be nasty.
Their defense is going to be disgusting. They also got Marshawn Lloyd to back up / take with Josh Jacobs. They got Tyron Hopper out of Missouri, linebacker. They got some good players. I
Who's
like what they
Tyron
did.
Hopper?
Huh?
I don't know who that is.
Who is that?
He's a linebacker out of Missouri. He's
Because
good.
I had them as one of my losers.
See, but you don't know ball.
I do know ball. I do know ball. I had
If you had
as
them,
one of my
if you had them
losers.
as a loser and they got Ed
Yeah,
Guerin
that's
Cooper
just
and
out of
Javon
spite,
Bullard in the second,
Frank.
you don't know ball, Frank.
They reached big time on their first round pick when there was a
They did.
lot of flexibility on the board right there.
You got to trust the Packers drafting
I'm
offensive
just
tackles.
saying.
though, Frank.
The two second round picks are nice, but don't know much about who any of these other guys are.
I like what they did. I think that's going to turn out to be a
Fair
good
enough,
draft. They
fair
also
enough.
got Kalen King in the 7th round. That guy, okay, he fell quite a bit, but I think he, with the right coaching staff, has potential to be a long-time NFL guy.
I really do believe in Sean Payton, but I don't think Bo Nix was the guy to take at 12 for the Denver Broncos. I think was taking somebody else and getting another top pick next year and going for one of the big dogs next year than going and getting Bo Nix. That's like getting Kenny Pickett at whatever the Steelers got him a couple years ago. That's reaching for a guy you think you need to be good. That's Sean Payton trying to keep his job for a couple more years.
And what did I
To
say?
be fair, though, we actually had a team.
Bad franchises
he was
make
just
bad
bad.
decisions.
It was horrible.
I know you
think,
did not just call the Steelers a bad franchise.
No, I'm saying the Broncos.
Okay, thank you.
I said that
Broncos
last
team.
week when we were doing the mock draft. They were going to take Bo Nix.
You did. And
Well, they
all
also
said
apparently
that they
had
would
him
be
at third.
stupid for doing that. So
Apparently, they had him as their 3rd-ranked quarterback. They had, I believe it was, Caleb Williams, obviously, Jaden Daniels, and then Bo Nix over Drake May and Michael Penix. So
And
You know,
JJ McCarthy, who also
just
went
gonna go ahead
higher
and-
than
we're not going to talk about J.J. McCarthy.
he'll be
The
better.
handoff motion.
Go ahead and dip back into the Texas bag for the biggest slider in the draft, in my opinion.
Uh-oh.
Adonai Mitchell.
I was
Uh-oh.
about
The Colts got him, and he is going to be a dog for the Indianapolis Colts.
the
That shit's going to be
Indianapolis
insane.
Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are my number 2 winner. My number 1 winner is the Steelers. I think what the Steelers did building out that offensive line
They look crazy, dude.
was amazing. I'm jealous because I wanted us to invest that much into our offensive line, but I'm okay with what we did. But my number 2 winner was easily, in my opinion, the Indianapolis Colts. They had the first pick at a defensive player because 14 offensive players went, which was, I believe, a draft record. And they went and got Latu. He's going to be a great player. I'm hesitant to say he's the best pass rusher, but if he's not the best, he's the second best. And then, like Ty said, A.D. Mitchell in the 2nd round I had him as a surefire first-round receiver. Definitely thought he should have been taken over Ladd McConkey. Who are some of the other receivers?
He went deeper in the 2nd round, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was a top
Deion
2nd round
Coleman,
pick.
I thought he was better
deep in
than
the 2nd round.
Jalen Polk. I thought he was better than I think those are the only
was the-
receivers that
He
went
Rick-
ahead
was
of
the
Rick
freaking
Pearsall.
5th Texas Longhorn drafted. He
Right,
was supposed
Xavier
to be the
Leggett.
2nd, and he turned into the 5th.
Xavier Leggett. Yeah, I think he's better than those guys. And I think
Xavier,
he
I
will be.
was about to bring up Xavier Leggett. I was looking at the Carolina Panthers, and they're fucking idiots for not drafting an O lineman. But
They just
I'm
spent
gonna go ahead and take.
They spent $180 million on 2 linemen, so that's probably why.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, that's fair. I like
yet
what they did though.
still
J.T.
get more.
Sanders and Jonathan Brooks getting some weapons for Bryce Young. Hopefully, you never know. I want my Texas lads to be good, and for 2 of them to go to the worst team in the NFL. Not too excited about that.
Yeah. But they'll help turn that franchise around. Hopefully they're not.
hope.
How
They have
about
a new
those
coaching
skins?
staff, too. They have a new coaching staff that is from the Pete Carroll coaching tree. So Jonathan Brooks is going to play a big part in that offense moving forward.
I like what the Skins did, Sean.
Did.
I like what they did.
We got some
So are you a
players.
Skins fan still?
I am a Skins fan. After that Thursday evening, I am still a Skins fan.
I got RG3.
We got our guy. You know, rumors have it that we're gonna get his former college teammate in the room as well. We're gonna trade one of our D tackles because we just got a new one, Johnny Newton.
For who?
For Brandon Ayuk, of course. Come on now, come on.
Oh, I thought you were.
That actually makes sense.
It does.
Y'all aren't getting Brandon Ayuk.
But y'all don't-
Jonathan
yeah,
Allen in a
don't-
first round pick. Who says no?
I don't think y'all necessarily need wide receivers.
Y'all don't.
Well, we don't need a D tackle. We drafted Johnny Newton with the second round or second pick in the second round.
It means you're probably gonna let Deron Payne walk. Isn't he a free agent in a couple of years?
This year.
Maybe
But
next
hey,
year.
we trade him. Expiring contract. Send him back to the 49ers like we did Chase Young.
Yeah.
I have
The one player
I
Chase
hope
Young.
anybody but the 49ers, please. Yeah, I guess.
I have 2 winners on my list. First being the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh Lord, the free handout team.
We've always talked about how they have 2 of the oldest corners in football right now, and they just replaced both of them with arguably the 2 best corners in the draft. And I also have the Chargers, as they're probably gonna have the best tackle duo for the next probably 6-7 years.
Yeah.
It's Slater and Joel.
Yeah.
And
I like what the Chargers did. I don't like the Lad McConkey pick. I think that was a bit of a reach, considering the receivers that were still on the board when they took him. But Joe Alt and Junior Colson is a ball player. I wanted him so bad in the 3rd round, but had a feeling he wasn't going to get there. And then even getting Brendan Rice later in the draft, Jerry Rice's son, going to get that expertise from dad.
Hopefully he'll give some to Quentin Johnston while he's at it.
No, that guy's irredeemable.
Yeah, probably.
There's a reason why they drafted 2 receivers, Chris.
Yeah,
dude,
they
They
realized
drafted
they drafted a bust.
had McConkey to replace Keenan Allen. We all know it, Frank.
I saw it was 2 clips.
Lad
It was,
McConkey.
it was this like 2-minute video of Quentin Johnston and Marvin Harrison Jr. doing a workout together, and like it was just like going back and forth, showing them like running routes, and Marvin Harrison Jr. looks like
20 times better.
He looks like the best receiver in the league, and then Quentin Johnston runs a route, and he looks like a high school player ran that route. It's like completely
He really
2
was
different
just Dalton
worlds.
Flowers.
Yeah, it looked like Dalton Flowers running a route.
Night and
That's
day.
terrible, dude.
I saw a little meme on the Eagles draft where it said the Eagles drafted Dak Prescott's wide receiver 1, Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh Lord. Basically.
Yeah. Wow.
Cowboys are gonna have Fitz playing that team next year.
Cowboys were one of my losers.
No shit, Frank.
Cowboys were one of my losers.
No shit. I told you
Well, would you have
what
a
I
senile
didn't. I
fan
told you
draft?
what I didn't want us to draft, And what are we sitting there at 29? We're all looking around like, oh, what's Jerry going to do? I got Noah laughing in the corner saying, this is one of my favorite parts of the day. Seeing Jerry.
Seeing
And
Jerry,
I'm like,
it's-
great. Yeah, he's excited just to see Jerry. And I say, oh, they're taking Tyler Guyton here. I said it in the podcast, Tyler Guyton. And what did they do? They went out there and took Tyler fucking Guyton. They didn't draft. They drafted a shit wide receiver from southeastern Missouri State. Yeah,
That's
who the
enough.
hell knows where that? Yeah,
Jim.
that's horrible. Yeah, we're gonna see
Ryan
what happens.
Florney.
Yeah,
Flower
real nice,
Noy.
Frank.
My bad.
Yeah.
Flower Noy.
Yeah, who cares, Frank?
That's the next Miles Austin.
Dude, I just want to say I'm with Noah. Seeing Jerry in the war room is the funniest shit you can put up on the TV
In his Death
screen.
Star. In his Star Destroyer.
Him looking like he's a fucking
Bullshit.
a lost old man at the fucking retirement home in there.
It's bullshit.
I wouldn't
Shit.
necessarily say the Cowboys are losers. In
I
my
don't like
opinion,
it. Shit.
We did what we needed
don't
to do.
hate.
That
I
we did
don't
what we
hate
needed to do.
Marshawn Nealand. I think he's gonna be.
No, he's a dog.
He's a dog. He'll be a good player. Obviously, playing smaller school competition, the film sticks out a little differently, but the intangibles are there. The potential's there, and especially working with Micah Parsons, maybe he can untap a couple things in his skill set. But I think y'all definitely hit with Cooper Beebe. I think
In the third round, he's
especially-
going to be a guard for us.
Yeah, especially him kind of in that same interior offensive line room with Zach Martin, perennial All-Pro. He'll pass off some of that. He's getting up there. He's what, 34 years old or something? I know he's pretty. Might not be
I want to
34.
say he's 32.
Might not be 34, but he's getting up there. So he's not going to be there
I
forever.
think he's
but
32, 33.
yeah, I wouldn't call y'all winners, but I wouldn't necessarily call y'all losers. There are a couple good
We
picks
did
there.
what we needed to do. We did. It was what we needed to draft. Those positions of needs. We'll see what happens. We got a lot of money tied up.
Boys, shall we talk a little I have one of my winners is the Chicago Bears.
I think we're all right on that, Frank. We can skip.
I mean, you drafted a busted quarterback, so
Wow.
Why do you say that, Chris?
I don't like the way he carries himself.
What do you mean by that, Frank? Or what do you mean by that, Chris?
Yeah.
Quarterbacks got to be
Chris.
leaders. Quarterbacks got to be leaders, and this guy just seems like he just wants to be an individual so bad. He doesn't want to be a part of a team. He wants to be different. He wants to paint his nails. He wants to wear different outfits to the draft when all the other prospects are wearing the same thing. He just thinks he's the hottest shit to ever walk planet Earth. And he's going to walk into the NFL, play for the Bears, by the way, the Bears, and get shit in his mouth.
I think it's safe to say this is the best team a number one pick has ever walked into.
I'd agree with that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can agree with
Usually
that.
they're on usually they get drafted to a shit team that is awful and that probably won.
You do
one or
have to
two
remember,
games.
though, we're talking about the Bears here.
Yeah, Chris, that doesn't matter. The Chiefs
It
were
does.
shit before their dynasty.
It does.
The Chiefs were shit before their dynasty, Chris.
Alex Smith had them a borderline playoff team.
No,
Frank.
before that, they were poverty.
What do you mean? They had the Nigerian Nightmare.
Christian Okoye.
Thank you, Sean.
Oh yeah.
They also went 2-14 in 2013 and had the number one pick. That's where they drafted.
All I'm saying is, like, you got guys like C.J. Stroud, you know, and then you look at him, and then you look at Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Chris. You know,
Just carries himself like a leader.
you hope if he wins game, Chris, I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn
Well,
how he
we'll
carries
see.
himself, Chris.
We'll
If he
see.
wins games, and I mean, not even him. I mean, Rome's gonna be a good player. He's gonna be a real good player.
I can't argue with that.
Just spread the ball
Fulton.
around a little bit.
There's a difference between C.J. Stroud leaving a softball game with Ruby Rose and Caleb Williams leaving
Amber
a nightclub
Rose.
with P. Diddy.
It's very close, Noah. Same.
First
same
of
thing.
all-
Williams
What
leaving.
happened there?
First of all, he was being a good Samaritan and giving her a ride home. Nothing happened. He dropped her off at her hotel and went about his business because he's a good guy.
That's a PR team.
And even if he wants to get his dick wet, get your dick wet. Jesus Christ.
No,
Exactly.
no.
Exactly, Noah. Exactly.
No.
Caleb Williams is going to be leaving with P. Diddy.
Oh Lord.
Whoa,
Oh Lord.
When did
I don't
that?
think. Yeah, when did Caleb Williams ever get with him?
Frank, if you ever see that man with that bisexual warlord, it's over for your franchise.
I hope not, Bruce. Well, it hasn't even begun yet, so it needs to start before it begins. But I NFC North going to be a damn good division. Damn good division.
Yep, Lions taking it again.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Packers or Lions? That's it, bro.
Nah,
I think
Frank,
JJ
if
McCarthy
you
will have a
win the
better record.
Division, you're smoking crack.
I think we could.
Crack. Here's the crack
I
pipe,
think we
Frank.
could. Hey, if it's as advertised, why not? I think we have a shot.
We'll see.
No.
Only time will tell. Only time will
As
tell.
advertised. I'm saying as advertised.
The
Defense can get better. Will he throw for 4,000 yards this year?
Hell no.
No.
Yes.
Jake says yes.
4,000? No.
4,000.
I don't know.
I mean,
I haven't seen Matt Waldron, whatever Waldron.
Whatever,
Thinking of the
Waldron.
Knuckleballer.
pitcher in the MLB. Something Waldron, Shane Waldron. There we go. That's his name.
Well, no, we don't. Yeah, no, he could be shit. Who knows?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm just saying he ain't throwing for 4,000 yards.
If he is shit, then we'll change our answer. We'll know week one if he's shit or not.
Geno Smith threw for 4,200 yards with Shane Waldron. You mean to
Yeah,
tell me
okay.
that Caleb Williams can't?
Yeah, he should be able to. Fuck.
Caleb is. He got so many weapons. He's going to.
That was the greatest Geno Smith's ever going to play in his life. So
Well,
Yeah, we have that OC now.
It doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't change the fact that Shane Waldron was still there.
Yeah.
Hot take. He's throwing 4,800.
4,800. Holy fuck.
4,800.
Name
I
it
don't
here.
think that.
I'm clipping it.
How many
Speaking of Shane
touchdowns, Sean?
Waldron,
4,800, 27 touchdowns, and 18 picks.
18.
Yep.
18.
That's a lot.
It's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
turnovers.
Hey, he
That
thinks
is
he's a
a
ball
lot.
player.
he thinks he's the hottest shit on planet Earth, Frank.
And what if
Go
he
watch-
is
go
the
watch
hottest
Caleb
shit on
Williams'
planet Earth?
lowlights.
He's not.
What
The
if-
hottest shit on planet Earth.
I've seen the low lights. The low lights are low.
Yeah, they
Go see
are.
the
Be having
lowlights.
any of
They're
that.
way worse. They're way worse than the highlights, in my opinion.
Yeah. Can't be having
And
those.
some of the
lowlights.
highlights only happen because it's in college.
Amen,
He's
brother.
playing in the Pac-12 and he's playing
That's
in
all I'll say.
Colorado and whatever.
He's a
the
great
worst
player,
defense
but he
of all
thinks
time.
he thinks he's hot shit. And he's gonna get lit the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
He's a good player. He's a good
also
player. He's got all the mechanics.
He's also a smart player most of the time when he's not having to play hero ball and throw the ball fucking a million times because his
Our
defense.
team's a lot better than USC too.
I just remember 3 years
Hope
ago,
so.
his first play from scrimmage.
I would
Me
hope
too,
so
though.
too.
So
Speaking of Shane Waldron, I'm gonna direct my attention to his former team. With the 16th pick in the NFL draft, the Seattle Seahawks took one of our very own from the University of Texas, and Byron Murphy.
y'all
I'm
draft a
just gonna go
quarterback?
out. Huh?
Y'all draft a quarterback?
No.
Feels like you were getting something there. You were trying to get at something there, Frank.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake. Continue on what you were saying. Sorry.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think Byron Murphy is going to be top 3 in Defensive Rookie of the Year voting this year. Book it right now.
Byron.
I would hope so. Wasn't he a top 3 defensive player drafted?
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's a defensive tackle. Kind of hard to be.
That's fair.
It's kind of hard to get award recognition at that position.
Would you
Y'all
not say
draft?
that y'all have an opening there for him to start day one?
Of
Um,
course.
It depends on how Mike McDonald wants to run the defense. If he wants to run 4 down, then yes.
He's starting day one
He'll
regardless.
I
Jake,
think he'll
y'all-
slide in right there next to Leonard
I'll
Williams.
be honest with you. I'm looking at y'all's draft. I don't know any of these guys other than Byron Murphy.
And that's fine. You just have to
Frank,
know that
you don't know ball.
Christian Haynes is an
All right.
absolute dog.
All right, Chris. You know who Christian Haynes is?
A dog.
What college is he out of?
Call him what?
What
Yeah,
college
Frank, I have
is
his
he
phone
out
number.
of? Chris, are you fucking stupid or what? What college did he go to?
Wow.
Why would I ask you if he had his phone number?
That's
What
what I
college
was
did he go
wondering.
to?
That's what I was wondering, Frank.
Why would you even think that?
Wow.
What college did he go to, Chris?
He's looking it up.
Yeah, you don't know shit. You don't know fucking ball.
He went to UConn, Chris.
Yeah.
There we
UConn.
go.
I
And
bet he
there
didn't
we
even know
go. That was on-
UConn
that
had
was
a
on his
football
tongue. That was on
team.
the tip of his tongue.
No, I
And he
actually
was
had no
the-
idea who this guy was, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to let you know
UConn
that you
has
don't
some
know ball.
really bad football teams. That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
Because
he didn't even
he
know
was also
UConn
the
had a
number-
football team.
Okay,
He's
I knew
also-
UConn had a football
Okay.
team. Come on, bud.
He was the
All right,
number
average-
one position ranked offensive guard for ESPN. Number 70 overall ranked player. He's gonna slide. He's gonna be a day one starter for us, 100%.
Tyrese Knight.
Tyrese Knight. That is a name I want you guys to remember. Write it down.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna be a ball player. Small school UTEP. He doesn't make. I watched some film. He doesn't necessarily make the big turnover plays, but he's a steady linebacker who makes tackles. He has a nose for where the ball is. He's got great play rec. And he had 140 tackles last year.
Yeah, that is a lot of tackles.
So
AJ Barner going to be a pass protecting tight end. Fill a need. Apparently, we really like the Auburn secondary because we drafted both of their corners. But the pick that I'm most excited about outside of Byron Murphy is this Sataoa Laumea guy. This guy from Utah. He's a Samoan offensive lineman. I'll let you do the rest.
They're dogs.
Yes. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. 6'4", 320. Can move a little bit too. Has flexibility to play tackle and guard. Hopefully he just has to play guard for us. But overall, I give our draft a B to B plus, depending on how some of these players shake out.
So there's only been one D tackle since 2000 that has won the DROY.
Aaron Donald.
Ndamukong
Aaron
Suh.
Donald?
No, Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I think we need to be
His
talking about.
comp is Aaron Donald. His comp
think-
is Aaron Donald.
I didn't say he was going to win it. I just said he'd be top 3.
I think
would
we
love
need
to
to
see
talk
it.
about. I think we need to talk about Byron Murphy's outfit on draft night because that shit was horrid.
Wow.
Hey,
Tight
that's
ass
what
team.
That's what you
Dumbass
want out of a D
shirt.
tackle, though. He's gonna be on bullshit.
He's a dog, Chris.
He's gonna be throwing people around.
Did you
He
see
is
his
dog.
chain? Did you
He's
see
already
his
feeding
chain?
his mama.
His
What'd you
chain
say?
was literally half his face and then
Obviously
half
not.
a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know
That
is
shade
he spent
costs
too
more
much.
than
All
a
I know is
house,
he spent
Chris.
too much money on it.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
money
He
don't-
makes
he's a
that money.
He's a first round draft pick.
I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
He
He's a
made more
first-round
money at
draft pick.
Texas
Money
than
don't
he's
mean
gonna
a
make
thing.
at goddamn.
Plus, he's coming
in the
from
first round.
Texas.
You're high on fucking crack, Ty.
What are you talking about, Frank?
He is not gonna make more money at Texas than he is in the NFL.
Here comes some.
This one
No.
year of his contract is probably gonna be more than he made at Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
He probably made $4 or $5 million over his 3 years.
Probably somewhere.
And
in
he's
that
going to
range.
be getting paid like
9, no, 8 or 9.
it's something like that.
He
Yeah.
got a $100,000 car for free. That jewelry he probably didn't pay for. Like I'm
Wow.
just saying, he had the life. Should have came back,
Yeah.
Byron. Good job
well,
in the first round, though.
Well, it is. I mean, it's not what I thought, but it's 4 years, 16 mil.
What?
He'll still get some endorsements and shit. Oh,
Incentives. That's really not that much. Only 4 mil a year. Fuck.
Well, you got to think it's a D lineman.
Well, he was
Every
lower in the
position is
draft. The
different.
top 5
It
gets
just
more.
Yeah, it just goes by draft selection, not position.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-year full. It's fully guaranteed. 16 mil with an $8.5 million signing bonus and a 5th-year option.
Oh, there. So that's the $8.5 million signing bonus. That's what he's. That's
more
gonna be the
than,
nice.
That's more than what he made at Texas.
Yeah, that's gonna be the nice one that just wires into the account.
I'm excited for him. Might be,
Could you
might
just
be the next
imagine
Jersey I get, honestly.
waking up and you look in your bank account and there's $8 million in there?
All on black.
Oh, wow.
Call the
Oh,
number,
that's-
buddy.
That's why you're never.
I'm not gonna lie, Chris. You said it before I could. You need to call the fucking number.
Call the number,
Hey,
buddy.
16 mil, easy. That's all I'm saying.
And then watch, you're so addicted, you're gonna put the 16 mil on.
Gotta on red. Flip it.
Fucking
On
run.
red,
Oh,
run it
my
back.
God.
You are sick.
On
Bro,
red.
get him
Flip the
fucking
color.
help.
That's
Anyone got anything else?
Just like that.
I was-
Boom. 32 mil.
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna
Sick.
say, did you see at Dave & Buster's they're gonna allow you to bet on games?
Wait, really?
Yes,
I've been
like
I have a
arcade
$10,
game.
yeah, like $5 and $10 wagers. You can bet on like skee ball.
we're
and
going.
basketball.
Oh, we're fucking going.
Stupid ass shit.
And then
You're
I
getting
saw this.
whooped, Frank. You're
Someone
getting
posted
whooped.
this video, me watching 2 9-year-olds race motorcycles, and it's the dude. It's the dude fucking slapping his ass watching the horse race.
That's good, dude. That's gonna be like you're gonna just have the gambling drunks sitting there betting on fucking 9-year-olds racing cars.
You're
Hey,
damn
I
right.
got red car. You got blue car. Oh god, that's a nightmare. But people, make sure you tune into the Kentucky Derby.
Oh,
It's gonna be a great race. Make sure
Frank,
you
please.
Sierra Dean or whatever. That's my horse. That's
Sounds
the
like a
horse I'm
porn
going
star
with.
name.
I'm gonna have to pick me a horse this year. My horse
Yeah.
won last year.
No, it was 2 years ago, Ty. 2 years.
Rich Strike.
Ty said, I'm gonna put $5 on this guy plus 14,000. He didn't do it, and he won.
Rich Strike.
I'm sitting there looking at the race, watch the horse win, and I'm like, was that my
It's
horse?
literally, it's the best 15 seconds whenever they're coming down the home stretch, and it's like 4 horses in a line racing to the end. It's the
Well,
fucking
Sean, I'm
best.
gonna do my horse inspection, and I'm gonna let you know. Okay.
Horse
Bet.
Inspector Roy.
But alrighty, well, that is gonna be the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go like, subscribe, check out the YouTube.
Wait, I have one more thing to say, Frank.
What?
We went through this entire podcast, and I just had to get this off my chest. I just wanted to let everyone out there know that CJ Stroud is the best quarterback I've ever watched with my eyes, not named Patrick Mahomes.
There we go.
All right. End the fucking podcast, Sean. This guy's on fucking crack, man.